Hello, this is a quick review about polynomials. A polynomial is a finite sum of terms in which all the variables have a non-negative integer exponent, and no variables are on the denominator. The parts that add or subtract in a mathematical expression are called terms. In these terms, the letters are going to be called variables. And the numbers that are with those letters are going to be called coefficients. And the numbers that doesn't have any variable are going to be called constants. The degree of a term with a non-negative integer exponent is determined by the addition of the exponent of the variables. In this case, the addition of 2, 1, and 3. 2 plus 1 plus 3. In this case, 6. This one is going to be the degree of this term. The degree of a polynomial is the largest exponent on one of its variables, if they only have one or the same variable in the terms, but can also be the largest number, the largest sum of the exponents on variables in the single term. So in this case, that we have different variables, we have to find the degree of the polynomial by finding the degree of each term and then finding the highest value. So in this case, 2 plus 1, 3, this is the degree of this term. 3 plus 1, 4, this is the degree of this term. And in this case, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, this is the degree of this term. So the highest number of all, it's 4. So the degree of the polynomial is 4. The leading term in a polynomial is the term with the highest degree, and the leading coefficient is the coefficient in the leading term. So the first thing that we're going to do to find the leading term and the leading coefficient is finding the degree of each of the terms. In this case, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 1 plus 1, 2. So the highest is 4. So my leading term is going to be 4x y to the third power. And the leading coefficient is going to be 4. Now we're going to do a quick review about how to subtract. So in this example it says, subtract 3x squared plus x minus 4 from 7x squared plus 4x minus 10. So I have to take this and subtract this. So I'm going to write first this value, 7x squared, or this polynomial, right, plus 4x minus 10, right? And now I'm going to subtract all this polynomial, 3x squared plus x minus 4. So because here I have this minus, is like if I have a minus 1, right? Remember that here it's a 1, it's just that we don't write it, yes? So we have having here a negative 1 means that I have to multiply each of these terms for negative 1. So what is going to happen is if the term is positive, now it's going to be negative. And if it's negative, now it's going to be positive. So I'm going to write it again. 7x squared plus 4x minus 10. And now negative 1 times 3x squared, it's going to be negative 3x squared. Negative 1 times x, now it's going to be negative x. Negative 1 times negative 4, it's going to be positive 4, right? So now to simplify this, what I have to do is to find the like terms. Remember that the like terms are the ones that share a characteristic, in this case, the variable. So they have to share the same variable with the same exponent to be like terms. In this case, 7x squared and negative 3x squared. I'm going to add them. 7x squared minus 3x squared. So this is going to be 4x squared. Now, 4x and negative x. They have the same variable with the same exponent, right? So positive x minus x, this is going to be 3x. And the last one, the ones that doesn't have any variable, they share that, right? Negative 10 plus 4, this is going to be negative 6. And this is it. Now let's check how to do it with just simplifying or adding this expression. So because we're here adding and subtracting, the thing that I can do is just take off the parentheses, right? So I'm going to write the expression pretty much the same, just without the parentheses. So 7x squared minus 8x minus 11 plus, remember that because it's an addition, so this is not going to affect any of the terms. So 3x to the third power minus 6x squared plus 4x plus 12, right? So I'm going to do exactly the same as I did for the subtraction, right? So I'm going to find the like terms. So I'm going to start with the highest degree, right? In this case, the highest degree is the 3, right? So there is only one number with that degree, so I'm going to write it right away. 3x to the third power. I'm going to do the same for the other ones. I'm going to find the like term, so the next degree it's 2, so 7x squared, and here 6x squared. So 7x squared minus 6x squared, this is going to be positive x squared, right? Now I'm going to find the ones that doesn't have the ones that have just x, negative x, 8x, and positive 4x. So negative 8x plus 4x, this is going to be equal to negative 4x. And the last one, the ones that doesn't have any variable, so negative 11 plus 12, this is going to be 1. And this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you remember everything about polynomials, and see you in class.